Hi, my friend, it's Pat Sloan here. We are on day 4 of my birdsong tour. Birdsong fabric tour, so many good projects. I just can't stand it. It's like every designer friend of mine has just been knocking it out of the park. They have really put out a marvelous effort to showcase my fabric in their own style, which is, I think, the best part for me, is to see how each person takes it and works it into the type of things that they like to make. So today we have another 2 people. First up is Jane Davidson, better known as Quilt Jane, which I just love that. Jane and I have been buddies for a super long time. She is Australian, and we got together years ago because she was running a sew-along, and she wanted a bunch of different designers, and she sent me an email, and we had, I think, seen each other, or maybe met, maybe not yet, but she sent me an email and just said, would you like to do a block for this series? And I did. And so from then on, we chatted, and when I had the idea for the Splendid Sampler, which didn't have a name yet, I just wanted to do a really large project with a lot of designers. And I thought, I really don't want to run it on my own. I'd really like to have a buddy. So I wrote to Jane and said, would you be interested in partnering with me to run this super big sew-along? And she said, yes. Which tells you what kind of crazy friends I have. They don't even hesitate, or we had no details. I just had an idea, and we had such a great time. We wrote 2 books, the Splendid Sampler 1 and Splendid Sampler 2. Each of them were 106-inch blocks, and we had about 86, I think, different designers. And then, of course, Jane and I designed blocks as well. So you're going to go visit Jane today, and she's going to show you something in her style made up with birdsong. And then after that, we'll switch it up, and you're going to go visit Annie Unrin of By Annie. So if you love bags, containers, totes, Annie is it. Annie also brings it, and she manufactures the foam that makes your bags look so incredible and wonderful. Zippers and notions and all of that. She does a zillion videos. Annie is super good at video tutorials, so she shows you how to make all these bags, and she has done something marvelous with birdsong. So that is, I just can't wait to see it. Like, most of the time I don't see the whole project until the day they show it. Sometimes they'll send it to me, but most of the time I don't see it because I like the enjoyment of it in waiting till it happens. They often will send me a little clip of just like a corner or something, a sneak peek, but I didn't see anything from Annie, so like I can't wait to go and see what she did. So you'll go visit both of those designers today. All right, what do we have else do we have going on? A few of the things from earlier in the calendar that I didn't get to, and then we're going to talk about Promise Me. So first, let's talk about UFO busting. That was on the calendar, and generally, I don't know why I put it on the calendar the same week I'm doing the tour. That's just too much. Sometimes I don't think it through. Should have put it on another day, but today I thought was a good day. So I pulled out my aqua and white checkerboard. So this is alternating blocks of aqua and creams or whites, or something that reads that way, light. And I've done these quilts over and over again, so I decided to just see how many blocks I have because it's currently in the hopper. This is what's sitting by my sewing machine, are the squares. Here's the next block in progress. I would like to get it bed size. I think it would be fabulous to have a bed size version of it, which is, I think, at least one other one I did of like this. I did make it bed size. So it will be a ways to go. I might need some more teal squares. So if you have some teal squares, send them on over. Did I just say that out loud? Okay, so there, what I did though is I'm looking at this, and I think I've talked about doing this before, where you take your parts bin, which would be, all these sort of random blocks you may have made for something just to try it out, and intersperse them in your project like this with the squares. So isn't that cool? And so if I had a bunch of different blocks or, you know, parts. I can make blocks from different parts, like a bunch of half square triangles. I can make a block out of it and then create a really nice asymmetrical with those that are similar color. You know, I'd have to look at my parts bin because I might do that with this one or I might not. But they would be so cute on there, just so cute. Those ones actually look pretty good with the aqua. These are all light aqua. They're not the dark. I have a couple of dark teals like this, but for the most part, I'm staying away from the dark and I'm keeping it very, very light. So the light aquas. Okay, the other thing that I pushed off and we'll talk about today is the word of the year. I've been doing a word of the year for a very long time and I almost didn't do it this year. I just didn't feel it and then I decided I would. And honestly, I haven't really felt it this whole year. It's July, I don't care about it. Which often happens anyways. I usually am a good 6 months strong and then I'm like, okay, I'm done with that. And I've been done with this one much, much sooner than that, way months ago. But I still want to hang on to the thought of it through the end of the year. It's probably going to be my last year I do it. I'm just not inspired by doing that right now. I might take a break and then maybe in a couple of years I'll do it again. I enjoy the classes. I do the classes with Allie Edwards for it. And I do enjoy that, but it's just not, my word of the year is space this year. And you know, I just don't, it's just not, I think it's done. I think this might be my end month. So you're not going to see it on the calendar anymore. I think I'm just going to stop it here because otherwise those things hang over your head. When you're sort of done with a project, maybe it's even a quilt that, you know, you haven't, you started it, but you're just going to make now a crib size instead of a queen size because you're done. You just don't feel like making it anymore. You know, it's okay to stop. It's okay to stop and say that served its purpose. I got the enjoyment I needed out of it, and now I'll move on. So that's what I'm going to do with the word of the year. Such drama, right? Drama. I'm giving up my word of the year. That's no, it's just the project has served me well enough, and now I don't need to think about it anymore. So, whew, it feels good when you say that out loud. All right, what else do we have? On the calendar today is the scavenger hunt. Okay, this is a good one. And I went looking for my version of the scavenger hunt. And the scavenger hunt item today is I would like to see the oldest book, oldest quilt book, not other books, the oldest quilt book that you bought when the book was new. Not that you got an antique book from your mother-in-law or your friend's aunt, you know, or found it at the used bookstore. A book that was new when you bought it, but now is your oldest book, your oldest quilt book in your library. So I went looking because I thought at first it was going to be quilts, 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 which is what I got in my beginner class, and that's what the teacher used. And that would have been fabulous, but that's not my oldest book. I went on the shelf, my bookshelf, and I found this one. This is the Time Life series books, and it was called American Country, and you subscribed to these books when they came out. They did Time Life series books for different topics, and this was the Country series. And when it was coming out, this came out in 1989. I made my first quilt in 1992. So there was, you know, this was before I made my first quilt, but I got this whole Time Life series and I kept it for a very long time, and then, you know, only basically kept this version, this book. And so it was very exciting. I went looking in it at a few pictures, and I thought I would just show you because, you know, I'm gonna have to sit down and just spend a little time with it. I marked this one because there's actually, I love this sunflower. There's actually a pattern out there somewhere. I'd have to go look, but I think maybe American Patchwork and Quilting has it out where it's sort of a version of this, and very doable. So I need to, and I've printed it or, you know, saved it, but I gotta go find it again. And then here was just another page I wanted to show you of house blocks in this Country Quilts book. So I need to look through here, and I can't wait to see your oldest book that you purchased when it was new. So, and tell me a little bit about it if you can. Next is, it's National Tape Measure Day. International Tape Measure Day. So do you have like a lot of tape measures? This is what I thought. I know I have a couple, and I probably have had more, but this is what I found right now. So let's look. Here they are on my table. These are my tape measures. Holy cow. Whoops, let me move that out of the way. I'm stepping on it, so it doesn't help any. Okay, so tape measures are something you get, like if you're at an event, like a trade show for me, or you might go to a quilt show or something, and you might be getting, like this one is from Benertex, my fabric company, and it's on a lanyard, pulls out, that kind. Now, some of these, I think I have a yellow one somewhere, but these are the pliable kind, right? They're sort of bendy, yeah, like this, and you have to kind of clip them. I've been using the Wonder Clips. But while I was looking for all of these, I was thinking, where's the black one? Where's the black one? So this is, I think, one of the newest ones that I actually purchased. I purchased the black one because I wanted to use it for photos sometimes. This, I think, came in one of the Sew samplers, and it's super cute. And it has a little clip and the cute sewing machine and spools on it. This one is, I don't know where this came from. Might have been in a Sew sampler too, but it's a long one, I think. I think this one's a pretty long one. Another older one. This is another one from the Fat Quarter Shop. And I've had many, many, many other ones during the year. But this is Tape Measure Day. And if you have a collection or one or two, just show that over in our community page, Quilt Along with Pat Sloan. I would like to see what you have. All right, speaking of the community page, over there, the other day, who did this? Donna. Donna posted, and the link is in the description box here, and it's under my video at my website today, because you're getting emails all week for the tour. So under the video, I'll have the link to this. But Donna's group did, her quilt guild, a bunch of them did Sweet Dreams together, and kept up. So they're all keeping up, and then they did a show and tell. So everybody brought in their quilts at the same time and stood and hung, held them all up at once. Those kind of things are just so exciting to see when everybody's worked on the same project, but you can see them together and they just look so amazing and different. So the link is below where you can go see all the pictures that Donna shared from her group. I was so happy. She told me that she was going to do this. I said, please share it in the group. And I want all of you to see them as well, so you can go on over there. Okay, let's talk about Promise Me. What is Promise Me? Promise Me is a fabric line of mine. And it's just coming out, and it's in the stores now. So let me just give you a thought here. Not a thought. Let me have you think about this as this happens to you. Have you ever had where you're doing maybe social things, or you're trying to sign up for events or things like that, and all of a sudden you find out on the same weekend there are like 4 or 5 different things you want to do, like really want to do. They're not even iffy. They're like, yes, I want to do this class. I want to go to the birthday party for my sister, and da 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 da. So you have all this stuff that happens, and it's all like in the same time frame. So what do? If you really want to do them all, you kind of juggle around, and you might make adjustments. You might go to the birthday party, but you don't stay for the whole time, like the entire day. You go for a couple hours. Or if you're taking the class, maybe then you just like zoom out as soon as it's done, so that you have some time to get to the next thing. You don't sort of hang out and chat with people. So you make adjustments so that you can actually do all those things. So what does that mean for Promise Me? What that means is, for this fabric line, I am going to do one sew along. And I might use the fabric in something else, but there'll just be one sew along, unlike Birdsong, where I've done a whole bunch of things right now, like a whole bunch of things, and we're just doing lots and lots. For Promise Me, we're going to focus and do one wonderful Among the Stars quilt. And so this is the quilt. It is from one of the Fat Quarter Shop's booklets. And there is a kit, and the kit is up there now. We will start it either like sometime late September. I have to go figure out the date because I want it to finish by the end of the year. So it's a sampler, but it's all put in the one book, and it will be so much fun to do. It is gorgeous. It has you know, a bunch of fat quarters is how it's worked, and then a couple of pieces that are more yardage, particularly the background. There's a lot of the light background, which is all the Promise Me fabric. So down in the description box below, I also, and at my website, I've inserted the video where I showed you the Promise Me fabric. So I walked through all the different pieces of it. These are the beautiful roses. So many of you love this, and I think this quilt is really going to be a wonderful one for us to do together. So when there is lots of fun things that happen sort of all at once, you have to sometimes tighten up what you're doing with a specific one. So Promise Me will be just this one sew along, and there are kits, so you don't have to think about it. You can just get the kit and you can have fun and sew along with me. So that is that starts today. You can order it today. The link is below. And while you're there, please subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and click that little bell, because when you do that, you'll get a notice. If you don't want the notices, just subscribe, because remember, when I get to 85,000 subscribers, I'm now at 82,000 subscribers. When I get to 85,000, I will give away a quilt, and then when I get to 90,000, I'll give away another quilt. 95,000, another quilt. 100,000, another quilt, and I will do one more past that at like 102,000. So you tell your friends to subscribe. It's free. You just come to YouTube, and then you can see all your subscriptions, so you can find all the channels that you really like to watch. They'll just be all listed for you. All right, you're going to take a tour. You're going to go in the Birdsong Love Fest tour, and you're going to go and visit my buddy Jane, and then you'll go and visit Annie and have a super fun time. If you missed some of the stops, they are listed at my website today, so you can go pick them up and get entered to win the layer cake. All right, my friend, I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.